let's talk about what to look for in a dyslexia-friendly school. Some people are lucky enough to have great special purpose schools in their community that are just for kids with dyslexia. But a lot of places don't have those, or even if you do, you might not want to make that choice for your specific family. So, what should you look for in a traditional public or private school that would make you feel comfortable sending your child with a dyslexia diagnosis there? All right, the first thing that I would look for is knowledgeable staff and teachers. Now, you shouldn't necessarily expect that every administrator you speak to is an expert in dyslexia. I think that would be awesome, but is not necessarily realistic. But they should absolutely know what dyslexia is. When you're talking with them, you shouldn't hear any of those persistent myths like, oh, yeah, they see things backwards or anything like that. You don't want to be in a situation where you, as the parent, know more about your child's condition than the educational professionals in charge of overseeing their education. So look for knowledgeable staff and a willingness to learn more. The second thing I would look for is a willingness to accommodate. So schools should definitely be comfortable making and executing accommodations plans. So some things you want the school to be willing to do are give your kid extra time, shortened assignments, being able to do heavy reading and writing tasks in small chunks or in a more quiet environment, things that are going to help your child deal with the time constraints that come with dyslexia. We often say that dyslexia robs people of time because it just makes everything take longer. And your child needs to be in a school that understands that and is willing to make some changes to how they typically do things in order for your child to learn from the curriculum and benefit from being enrolled in that school. The third thing I'd look for, especially if you have a younger elementary child, is a school that embraces a structured literacy approach. So structured literacy is very aligned to the science of how kids or individuals learn to read and write. It's going to have a heavy emphasis on decoding and phonics in the early grade, in addition to building strong oral language. So some things that you would not hear from a structured literacy school, things you would not hear would be guided reading, balanced literacy, whole language. If you hear the school talking about any of those things, I would definitely be concerned. You want to hear things like phonics, decodable readers, read aloud, phonemic awareness, those types of topics. So if you do a consultation with Read Write, this is something that we can help you talk about. If you are local to one of our offices, our educational consultants are pretty familiar with the schools in our community and can kind of help you work through making that decision and communicating with the school. But either way, I hope this video helps you choose a dyslexia-friendly classroom for your child.